My name is Art Doherty and I'm president of the Sunset Prop Busters, and we're located on the road to Shan Power Station just before you hit the railroad track going to Estevan Motor Speedway, and we're about a mile in from the highway. The Sunset Prop Busters initially started in 1988. We had a field that was across the highway just where you came into the gate that was initially there, but the coal company mined that out, and then we developed this field, which took about 5 or 6 years to get it to where it is today. Our facility is totally off-grid. That means we have flush toilet bathrooms here. We have a clubhouse where we hold the meetings, a circle track that's developed for actually racing or cars that do the bumps and jumps, which means they fly over top of an incline and up, down. We don't want to forget about the car guys, because that's very important for the younger person that has a car that wants to race that or play with that. We have a core member group that's very stable, and we offer instruction for any new people to want to come out and learn this hobby. And we're also open to the public. We just got our certification on that too. RC is called radio-controlled aircraft or cars. Now, with the aircraft part of it, there was a time when you had to build them. It's all done by balsa wood and plywood and silk covering. Nowadays, it's a lot of electric. It's all what they call ARF, which is almost ready to fly. A lot of the ones out of the box, there's not much to it. You just add a battery and away you go. But you still got to know how to fly. And for beginning pilots or people who want to learn that, we also have a club trainer that we can show people how to control this. It's easier to get into. You're not going to crash and start all over and build for a couple months. And then when you get to the gas or the nitro airplanes, they have engines that you have to tune and adjust. So it's a bit of adjustment in that, different things you got to know, but that comes through time. And like I say, with the hobby, sky's the limit. You can do anything you want. So. Me, I started out when I was a kid, I did control line, which is a plane that's tethered by string or cable, and you fly in a circle. So radio control was in its infancy. Well, I started late 60s, and they're very expensive and very not reliable. But nowadays, with the technology is really advanced. It's computerized on your transmitter and it can tell you airspeed, RPM, and all that sort of thing. So it's developed. It's very reliable. It's usually the pilot that gives the problem, not the equipment. So, but my favorite part would be flying and building. I enjoy both. I have some planes that are builders' airplanes, and I enjoy that because it actually, when you build an airplane, it's satisfaction that you're doing something creative, and you cover it, you decorate it, you set it up for radio control. Every plane has different characteristics. You can have biplanes, you can have triplanes, you can have aerobatic planes. Every plane is different in flying. So. My first one I built was called an H-ray, and it was a kit, and I still have it actually. It's one of my first airplanes. It's run by radio control equipment that I built. It was a Heath kit that you had to assemble the servos and the receiver and everything by scratch. I still have it today, but the technology has just advanced so much that I couldn't even get the batteries for that system. I still have it though. When you get really smooth landings and no wind, it's just an awesome feeling that you can land that airplane and just enjoy the flight that you successfully completed. Especially with a new airplane that either buy or you've built, it's very nerve-wracking because you don't want to have no mishaps. But such of a great feeling that you've built that thing or assembled it and trimmed it out and everything, and you got it to fly, and it's a nice feeling.
Hi, I'm Shelley Folbar. I'm an administrative assistant in the past, retired now, and I joined the club because I went to a mall show back in 1991, and I saw the planes set up for their static display. And there's nothing more wonderful than seeing the guys with all their new equipment showing off to the public. They had tables set up in the hallway with about 20 to 30 planes. So I kind of nagged my husband and I said, geez, I wouldn't mind getting into that. And he's like, no, you know, that's too much for you. And I said, no, I want to. So he hooked me up with one of the members, and that's who invited me to come to the club for the first meeting that I was at. I was invited to join, and guess what? It was all men. And I thought, oh my gosh. But they accepted me, and they were happy to have me. And I ended up being the secretary-treasurer with the elections that year. And I've been their secretary-treasurer and now webmaster ever since. So what is that, 35 years now? It's been quite a journey. Like, I ordered my first plane. When I got the kit, I was excited till I looked inside the box. And inside the box was, like I always say, some strips of balsa wood and a square of balsa wood and a set of rolled plans. There, build it off of that. And you know what? My first plane I built, I was so happy that it even looked like a plane. I took it to the next static display because I built a plane. And the guys are looking at it like, oh my goodness, what do we tell her? And one guy finally said, no, this is not going to fly. And he showed me what was wrong. And so I said, okay, fine, yeah. So I brought it home and I built the second plane. My husband picked out it was a kit this time where you just clipped everything together. He used to do the motor work. I used to build the plane, and then his mother used to cover them. So we had this assembly line going with this. It was an awesome family, you know, thing. It was very heartwarming. And I miss them because they both passed away, but that's the one I flew. And that's the one I was trained on. My instructor from the club was very helpful. He had 6 other students at the time, and he would set us up in a row, and he'd take each of our planes with us on a buddy box, and he would show us how to fly so that we would not crash our planes. And it was wonderful. I guess I haven't flown for 20-some years though, because I really, health-wise, I can't. But one of the guys here let me have the sticks on his Piper Cub for a while in the air, because none of them had seen me fly. And I says, people, you know, I was flying when you were in diapers. Like, they weren't particularly happy with me when I said that, but. The reason why we feel we need a facility and a place to fly is because we're insured. We're insured through Model Aeronautics Association. We also feel that it's a safe environment for the children, the adults, whoever wishes to join. They have a safe, clean space to fly, and the camaraderie that's involved, right? The help that's involved. If you have a problem with a flight, there 3 people come up and rip your plane apart and help you fix it, you know. I cannot how important it is to be in a club.
If you don't have a place to do your flying, you can't enjoy the hobby. So this was very important to have this facility built. And like I say, my father actually started this, and he was part of the inspiration, and we got it all developed the way we did it. He did a lot of money, and as you can see, there was a lot of companies that did a lot of donations and stuff, and then we were thankful for them, that what they did.
Our clubhouse was built through donations from the surrounding area when it was healthier. We put a signage up out at the gate saying, you know, thanking the people with their logos so that everybody can just at a glance know who helped contribute to this facility. Everybody who comes here says we have one of the best facilities in Saskatchewan, and we do. But over the past years, we've had 2 air shows and fun flies every year, a static display every year except one. We are a very healthy club. And my favorite part is just being part of the community. They're a very social, active, helpful. I've learned so much. I mean, who knows what goes on behind the scenes in a big club, right? You have to join and you have to participate.
I think I've been involved for probably about 30 years now in the hobby. As a kid, flew model rockets a little bit, me and my brothers. So I was always kind of interested in that, but aviation in general, I've always been very interested in aviation and even full-scale flying. I always dreamed of flying a full-scale airplane someday, but never got around to it, and kind of got into the RC airplanes, and it's been a fun hobby. The biggest enjoyment is the airplanes, obviously, but it's just hanging around, the camaraderie, you know, hanging around with the guys. That sort of thing is probably the most enjoyable, really, especially as a person gets older. You know, friendships and stuff like that. Everybody with the same interests, and it's a lot of fun. Flying RC it's not as easy as it looks. So joining a club such as ours is the way to go. Then you can get some instructions and start off on the right foot, and we welcome new members all the time. It'd be great to have some new guys out. Joining a club, though, that's the way to go. You know, then you learn how to do it properly and safely, and you'll enjoy the hobby for years and years to come after that.
Obviously, we want to get younger people involved into it, or families. It's the main thing. It's important for the longevity of anything. The more people we have, the more fun we have, the more creativity amongst different members. So I see us, you know, expanding a little bit. If that happens, that's great, because we're always open to people that are showing interest. It's just a challenge. It's like golf. You pick up a sport or something you're interested in. So. We have a website, suncityprofbusters.com, so just check that out. That'll give you information all about what we're about. Or you just come out here. Usually we fly on Tuesday nights during the summer and fall, but anybody's welcome just to see what we're about and come watch us. And if they show interest, well, then we'll get you set up flying the club trainer.